Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We are on episode number 9 of Let's Game the Decadence system as the Sheikh. I'm now saying Sheikh. I've been corrected by plenty of Arabic people who have told me apparently it's not Sheikh. Wikipedia is wrong. They're just a bunch of dummies, and it's actually Sheikh. So from now on, henceforth, it is Sheikh. I am the Sheikh of Cadiz and the Sheikhdom. Shake, shake, shake. That's right. Shake your booty. So we are on a... Look at this character. I am awesome. Sultan Umar the First of the Abedi Sultanate. First things first. We need a beard. We need to just... Oh, yes. That's the one right there. My hairstyle doesn't really matter too much because we have a hat. It's a very nice hat. But, yeah. So we got a new beard. That's cool. And this is what? This is just... Did I hire mercenaries? I can't recall. Yes, we have some mercenaries. Okay, disband everything except for the mercenaries. We're at 0% decadence right now. And I don't ever expect to go beyond maybe 5 at the most. And it took me, let's see, we started in 867. So it took me just shy of 30 years to go from a single, well, double county count to the Sultan. So from here is where it's going to start to snowball absolutely insanely out of control. And we're going to do that by being very systematic in who we attack next. And making sure that we do not put ourselves in a position where we are going to, well, lose, you know. We are Andalusia, so we are in 3rd place right now. We have 25,000 maximum army with a levy or realm size of 145. Look at the difference between the army of East Francia and us. We have so far fewer holdings, and yet we have a stronger army. And that's mostly because, like, in East Francia, these buildings... In the very beginning of the game, they're very, very upgraded. Like, none of these castles have very many upgrades. Where down here, the Muslims start with quite a few upgrades in almost every single castle. So it's very significant. Some people have been asking me to look around the map a bit, so we will do that. Nothing's going to have converted yet. That's the thing. In 30 years, nothing converts. No culture, no religion. It's just very unlikely. But as far as the actual world goes, Hungary is, you know, Hungary. It's just Denmark. Denmark apparently is winning the northern battles. And then we've got West Francia and East Francia. It'd be interesting to see if the Carlings kind of merge that at some point or not. Now, we could attack down into Mali, and right now, in the current version of the game, version 1.111, even though West African pagans are supposed to be a defensive religion, they are supposed, it says right here, defensive bonuses in West African pagan countries. And then it also says, where does it say it? Low-tech non-pagans have very low supply limit in pagan counties. It says that, right? It says that for West, that actually doesn't apply to them for whatever reason. So I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's just a feature. Defining features in game. But we can attack them without having to worry about going way over the supply limit. So first things first, let's see if we can... get these people, like, who are you? Okay, apparently you are underneath him. Will you please swear fealty to me? Why not? You're such a prick. Alright, so you, what's your issue? Your duchy, you're not the Duke of Navarra, you are the Duke of what? It's a titular title, no wonder. Okay. That's why he doesn't think he belongs underneath us. Now, if we can get some more power, he might actually end up swearing fealty to us anyway. Asturias has just 8,000 men. Let's just make sure that France and, you know, West and East Francia are both occupied before we consider attacking Asturias. So they're dealing with a host war, which they're currently losing against. Apparently Rudolf of the Rudolf host is winning against both East and West Francia. This army is currently down to just 7,000. And East Francia, where are you hiding your capital right now? Is it that one? Oh, it is. Okay. And East Francia has 23. It's interesting that they're losing that host war. Let's see if we can find that character, Rudolf. Rudolf has 4,500, so they will probably turn it against him, but they're kind of busy for now. As far as the retinue cap goes, we have no retinue, but we can start getting some. And like I mentioned a while back, since this is a min-max world conquest as fast as possible thing, even though the light cavalry retinue is very, very good, and you get extra bonuses for it since it's your cultural retinue, these guys, the camel warrior, they get like 60% increased defense. Notice how it costs 1,000 retinue cap, and you only get 500 troops. Whereas with the skirmish retinue, I can get 500 troops with only 600 retinue cap, and they cost less. It's also very significant if you're going to be doing assaulting. You don't want to assault with light cavalry because they are terrible in the skirmish phase. Just a quick little history, or whatever. We'll go look at some of the units real quick. If we go in here and we want to look at these light cav, notice how light cav, there's 3 numbers. See how it says attack value 1.5. Then it says there's the slash 4.5 slash 10.1. That's skirmish, melee, pursue. So light cav are very, very good in the pursue phase, but when you assault holdings, it's the skirmish value that is used. So we don't want to use light cavalry as our primary retinue for world conquest because they suck at assaulting, and they're really expensive to replace. Far more expensive than a skirmish retinue. So in this case then, skirmish is really the only one that we're going to want to make. We get 400 archers. We could make the pikeman archer combo, but that's still kind of crap. Really, this is the best option. The only one that has a better one would be the English culture. They can get one that's just pure longbow. Actually, I'm not sure if it's 100%. It might be... No, I'm pretty sure it is. It's like 500 archers, which is even... It's a little bit better. But let's start getting some skirmishers. We can get 3 of them. Check it out. Awesome. Perfect. Our retinue cap is actually 1914, so we can get 3 of them. That's awesome. Alright, so... Before we unpause, I do want to just continue to analyze. I feel like right now is like a prime opportunity to take something from Asturias. We don't have a ton of piety. We don't have a ton of money. We currently have raised levies. Oh, because I was doing the example. Alright, so we'll disband those guys. We still have raised levies. Where do we have these at? I thought I just disbanded them. Alright, new important decisions. We're not going to do the tournament. That's stupid. It's a waste of money. But we could do a holy war. Apparently. We cannot do an invasion, unfortunately. I think that's because we just don't have enough piety. I can't recall if that's a requirement. I think you have to have 500 piety to do it. So let's take a decent little chunk from them. Preferably right in the middle so that their armies are split. And then that way when we want to attack next time, he will have a very difficult time getting his armies to group together. And I think that we can rush through this very quickly before West and East Francia can even get involved. So let's do that, and then we'll raise our troops, which is not that many, really, but it's time to go to war. Now, my vassals, I just became king, so we've got a few people who are pretty upset, and we got to kind of take care of this first. So the Emir of Fez is pretty upset with me. He is at negative 87, wants control of the Sheikhdom of Fez and El Rif. So these 2, he believes, should be directly beneath him. He is the Emir of Fez, so he's right. De jure, they should be underneath him. Are you upset about anything else that's out of my control? I usurped your title and declared war on you, so you're kind of always going to be upset with me. You know what? I think in this case, rather than actually giving it back to him, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of the fact that we're Muslim, and I'm just going to revoke his duchy. Muslim administration allows us to revoke emirates without objections from the aristocracy. This will make him hate me, but... Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. We have to get up to low crown authority. Well, let's see exactly where vassal opinion's at. Desires the emirate, desires the emirate. If I got rid of that excess duchy, most of these characters would be above 40. So, I think we'll be okay. And we've got high ICTA levies, small ICTA taxation. I kind of like the ICTA taxation, even though it's not much money right now. That might not even be up to date, because I literally just got into power and I haven't even unpaused the game yet. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to first figure out which duchies we have. We've got Tangier, we've got Granada, and Sevilla. Before it wasn't an issue. I think I'm going to get rid of Granada. And I'm playing now as my son. This is my second character. My current heir is this character. So even though he's a... well... no, I want to keep him. I want to keep him and make sure I educate him properly. We'll have plenty of land to give away in the future. I'm going to... Alright. I apologize, this has taken me a while to get going. Let's put myself in charge here. And then I want to raise my banner. So we got a banner raised here. That's that little flag there. Raised, raised, raised. Not raised there. Raised, and we need to raise it here. And we can't do that because Crown Law won't allow us. Okay, well, we just have to do it right now then. Now we can. Put me down there. We're going to raise our banner. And for some of the holy wars, I'll probably actually use that. I just wanted to get it set up properly first. And I am going to actually give this one out personally, though. Men who are not in prison, who are anti-marriage, not currently a ruler, yes, 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 and no. Sort by stewardship, so we get the most income out of it. I like this guy. Sounds good. As long as he's... Nope, we want Andalusian, so we'll go with this guy. So you get the Sheikhdom of Granada. Alright, so we just lost a guy, but we'll keep him, and then we can actually use him as a steward. So we'll promote him now to the Duke of Granada, Emir of Granada, and we'll make him into our steward. And we'll have him collect taxes in the highest income province we have, which is going to be Gibraltar, there in Algeciras. Gibraltar, the county, or the barony. Random courtier is actually our best military man, which is kind of disappointing. Or sorry, what am I looking at that for? I should be looking at intrigue. I know what I'm doing. I swear. This guy's not as good, but it's his ambition, and I'd rather have somebody like me, so we'll use that for opinion. We'll have him scheme, uncover plots here in the capital. Alright, so we're no longer over the duchy limit. We have raised crown law. What was the other reason I wanted to raise crown law? For 40 gold, I will definitely give to charity right now. Get some extra stuff. We could do Ramadan, but we don't need to. We can actually raise tech as well. I'm going to keep my capital... how does Sevilla look? No, we'll just... Algeciras is going to just have to stay as the capital. Alright, so in that case, a little bit of military organization couldn't hurt. These are the two that I primarily care about, siege equipment and military organization. But also getting the light infantry to buff up the archers, especially the retinue. Could be worthwhile. But no, I'm not going to spend money on that. I'm not going to. Legalism. Now let's bump up noble customs. Majesty. Alright. Alright, so now I'm allowed to revoke. So this guy was one of the people that didn't like me. We're going to revoke his emirate. That was why I wanted to do it. And so for a very short period of time here, he's going to be upset with me. We're going to have to send him somewhere else in a minute. And... actually, this guy would be a better marshal. He's a duke over my Sheikh of Fez. Fez is not going to be my vassal directly in a moment. I think I'm going to give it to El Rif. Yeah. Alright, so he's accepted the revocation. Now we're going to make El Rif into the Emir of Fez. So by transferring the duchy from that character to this character, we're effectively burying this negative opinion underneath a positive opinion, and him not liking me doesn't matter at all. So now we have a new Emir who loves me because he's like, oh, thank you for the county and the duchy, you're so nice. And then we got rid of our marshal. This was our former marshal, and now we'll promote the other duke, who's the 16, which is good. And then we'll have him train troops for us, probably in Algeciras again. And we should proselytize wherever we need to get conversion happening. Could do it based on income. Highest income, maybe? Yeah, that would be a... whatever. It really doesn't matter. We just need to convert stuff. Alright, and actually, do we have more troops now that we've... Yes, we do. Now that we've raised crown law. And they've barely moved, so let's actually just take them. Get them all. Okay. Okay. Not a single day has actually ticked, and it's been like 15 minutes. Alright, so we'll rally to Badajoz. And now, this war is going to be all about just moving in and not assaulting, but quickly getting in place into position on those 4 provinces, those counties, and then just winning this war before these two can respond. I expect West Francia will respond fairly quickly, but they're the ones that are weak. They only had like 7,000 troops. East Francia is stronger, but it'll take them even longer to get here. And we are gaining money despite the mercenaries, so I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy about that. Let's go back up to speed 4. My daughter. And actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to take my time on this. I really do want to win in as short a window of time as possible. And to do that, I think I'm going to have to actually play like as efficiently as I can, which means not fast. Like, it is fast, just not, you know, letting time fly by willy-nilly. So, okay, well, I feel a little bit bad because barely any time has passed at all, but I actually am going to take a break here. Everything's in order now. We are in a good spot. Our lowest opinion vassal is only at negative 66 apparently, which actually I don't remember that being an issue a second ago. Emir of Aragon. Let's take care of this. Why are you so upset with me? We should just revoke his duchy too. He has the Emirate of Aragon up here. And then other than that, just a single county. Weird. Well, I don't think that's going to work out for me. Having him not like us. But we'll worry about it later. Do you have a claim? Shoot, he does. That's why he's upset. Alright, well, that's fine. Okay, well, we'll take a break here, and in the next video, we will wrap up the war with Asturias, then we'll turn our attention south to the Idrisid, and then probably try to take a chunk out of the Aghlabid, whatever it's called. And then eventually, I'm either going to have to consume my way north into here, once we can get like a foothold maybe in some place, or I'll have to expand around these two until they're weak enough that we can attack them. So we might end up even going all the way down into Mali. But we'll see. I'll take a break here. I'll see you in a little bit. Thanks for watching. See you soon.